Simple interest is a simple concept. Simple interest is what you only earn interest on the original amount. You also may only pay on the original amount. So some car loans, because they are shorter terms, will use simple interest. So however much you borrow, that's the amount that you pay interest on, and they figure it once, and that's it. So when you think about this, the formula for simple interest is I equals PRT. Interest is principal times rate times time. And principal is how much you start with. Rate is your annual interest rate as a percent or as a decimal. And then time is in years. That is one thing to remember, that time is always in years when we're talking about simple interest. So if you look at this particular example, you have $1,000 simple interest, 4% a year. So if we're talking about just 1 year, the amount I start with, I change my percent to a decimal, I multiply by the number of years, and $40 a year is how much you would make in interest. And that's it. So let's do some examples. In that example, how much interest would be earned in 3 years? So I had $1,000, my interest rate was 4%, but now I'm talking about 3 years. So we're multiplying by the number of years. So when I do that, I end up with $120 in interest. So the ending balance, the balance is how much I start with plus my interest, which in this case is $1,120. One thing to remember is that simple interest is linear. And it's linear because we have a constant change. Like this particular example, the change was $40 per year. So after 1 year, we had $40. After 3 years, we had $120. After 2 years, we'd have $80. Because every year you have an additional $40. So our slope would be 40. So for this particular example, I could say 40x plus 1,000, because 1,000 was my starting amount, and I earned $40 per year in interest. And that would be simple interest.